They always say that Rome is the mob, and the mob is fickle, right? Talking about the electorate or citizens of a nation, but they never said what politicians are. Maybe they are chameleons, or they prostitutes with their words, basically, as pertaining to what has just happened now. So this morning we woke up to the fact that the Democratic Alliance now had written to the press ombudsman, okay, and they highlighted this word, coalition, okay, in inverted commas or codes, saying that they're not working uh, with ANC as a coalition. All right, that's what they're saying now. And why are they saying that? Because they're getting a major pushback. Basically, the Sunday article, right, stated that John Steenhuisen said that he's willing to work with President Cyril Ramaphosa, and should the ANC get pushed down below 50%, okay, as a co-governing organizations, and he's not going to work with the likes of the Deputy President Didi Mabuza or Ace Mahashule, okay? Now they're saying that they did not say that, okay? Remember that gentleman who likes a whole lot of terminology from the ANC, the former spokesperson Zizi Godwa, he once said that we have to work with the principle of Audi alter, what's the word? Audi alteram partem. And they also used words like somnambulist, remember, referring to other political parties. Say this political party, they are political somnambulist party. So Audi alteram partem, basically it's a fancy Latin word that just say hear the other side. So I waited and I said, let me just listen to what John Steenhuisen had to say in terms of reply. So he went, he did a media tour, okay, across all these radio stations and television stations now, in order to spin. I mean, politicians spin way bigger and better than the spinners. Those guys who are doing spinning the gusheshe. Politicians spins way quadruple times than them. He says no. He even now quoted Musi Maimane, because Musi Maimane was saying, aha, look, John Steenhuisen has what's going on with me today? Has just now gave up on the dream of the DA taking over, and he's just saying that we're defeated. We're just going to be the oppositional party. So as a result, we're going to work with the ANC. And then John Steenhuisen started quoting Musi Maimane, saying the exact same thing that John Steenhuisen has said, as well as Helen Zille had said. So now he's saying, I didn't say that I'm going to be on a coalition with the ANC. I said that I'm going to look at all these other opposition parties, including the ANC, and work with the reformists in those political parties for a new alignment, okay? This is just political speak, okay? So the argument might be, okay, he's not saying that he's going to work with Cyril Ramaphosa now, but he's going to work with the folks who are aligned to the DA, okay? Or maybe he's saying that he's going to be convincing the majority of the ANC people in parliament to pass legislations which are aligned to the DA, okay? But I was going to say he's forgetting one thing, but he is not forgetting, because he knows very well that when it comes to the ANC or the legislations or the policies that we do have in government, you have the caucus of all the, the parliamentary caucus of all other political parties, the chief whip, who works with the whole members of parliament of their political party. They're basically voting kettles, okay? They sit and caucus about what the ANC needs to do and vote according to the ANC's interest. He knows that. They have voted for Jacob Zuma more than 8 times, okay? When they wanted to impeach him and kick him out of the parliament, they know that. The DA knows that. So either way, it's not going to work. It's wordplay. They've realized that they really have messed up now, and it's not helping them. They caught in between being ultra leftist, okay, or leftist liberals who'd want to eat up into the ANC electorate, and at the same time they want a slice of the conservative electorate pie, and they failed dismally to get it now. So people who are like, we're conservatives and we're just liberal, the conservative folks moved on, obviously, to the Freedom Front Plus, and the most liberals, the way I see it, didn't get much interest in voting, because they've seen that the DA is pandering to the extreme left of the ANC and the EFF in terms of racial identity politics. So as a result, they performed dismally. And now they spoke about how they would work with, in fact, they've chosen between the ANC's 2 factions, okay? The RET faction of H. Magashule / Jacob Zuma, and as well as the bourgeoisie / well-to-do friendly Cyril Ramaphosa's side. And amid this, Herman Mashaba also said that he's going to be writing a letter to John Steenhuisen so that he can retract, insinuating that Herman Mashaba is corrupt, because he also said that he fired 3 MMCs belonging to the DA, and he had difficulty in firing the 3rd one regarding corruption, and he threatened to resign, and eventually then he was allowed to fire that corrupt MMC, okay? And they also insinuated that he knows that the DA had secret negotiation with the ANC to oust him. That is Herman Mashaba, okay? And you know that Mmusi Maimane also chipped in about this. But Mmusi Maimane really should have known about the policies of the DA. The policies of the DAs, they purport to talk about non-racialism, as well as libertarianism and private property rights, and people being chosen by their merit. Whereas Mmusi Maimane is a racial identity politician who wants to have a sprinkle of all different kind of races in a political party, and obviously was pandering to black votes, So it wouldn't have worked. So it didn't work. All right. So here we are now. Okay. So Ramaphosa is nicely navigating himself, pulling ahead, going towards the local elections. They've introduced that 350 rands per month fund to unemployed people, and it boosts a whole lot of the ANC rural base. Remember, the ANC depend on 60% of rural voters. in order to win elections. So they are on par to be able to do that again. And on top of that, he has extended that 350 funds, okay, to the poor folks. So he's steaming ahead, he's pulling ahead. And this political blunder by the DA also made things worse now. So they've chosen the faction as it's been perceived by the nation. It doesn't matter whether this is true or not. As long as there's such a perception, you're doomed. So looks like now the ANC won't even perform below 50%. They're still gonna be running things, and on top of that, my simple interaction with a lot of EFF voters, you know, there's a lot of dissatisfaction with the EFF policy of borderless SA, and the issue of the EFF during lockdown, openly saying that it would be great if alcohol would not be sold any further. So some now are just wondering what's happening with the EFF going to Nkandla, meeting Jacob Zuma, as to whether they're going to persuade him to go to the Zondo Commission, or what motive did they have, you know. But we all know that the coffee was sweet and hot, so we need not worry about that. But anyway, that's just my take on the Democratic Alliance, John Steenhuisen comments, basically, and what transpired with the Sunday news publishing organization. My name is Mamu G, and thanks for watching the Mamu G Show. I'm out.